Hello guys, today we're going to be talking about the biggest snake imaginable. That's right, we're going to be talking about Ludwig. Yay. Now, if you know who Ludwig is, which is almost everybody, he is a big content creator who has now been in a lot of drama. And I don't even like using the word drama because it's just downright evil what he did. So if you don't know, Ludwig had a party. Now at this party, he invited somebody called Mango. And Mango is a alcoholic who should not be around alcohol, okay, at all. Ludwig invited his alcoholic friend or whatever he is to Ludwig to the event, knowing there's going to be alcohol, knowing what's going to happen. And here's the thing, it did get brought up in the party before anything happened that wouldn't it be enabling the alcoholic to have him at a party with alcohol? And Ludwig completely acted like he didn't know what was said, and pretty much had hit the person with the, yeah, but make good content. Now that's not exactly what he said, but it's basically what he implied. Because anybody knows you do not bring your alcoholic friend or acquaintance or whatever you consider Mango to Ludwig. You do not bring that to a party knowing there's going to be alcohol. Unless you don't care about that person's life, you don't care what happens to them, and you just use them to get what you want. Which is exactly what Ludwig did. Now Ludwig, after what happened, because Mango at the party, given that he was drunk and he blacked out and he drank over the limit. I know some people are trying to act like he didn't drink over the limit, but he did. He was also humping a lot of things. He acted weird, okay? Ludwig then made a video denouncing the actions of Mango, which you should do. But then he didn't take accountability for anything. He didn't take accountability for bringing the alcoholic to the party that he knows is going to have alcohol. He doesn't take accountability for letting it get out of hand. He didn't take accountability for any of his actions. And then on top of that, he acts like, oh, he didn't know, and then he just stays silent on it. It's like, Ludwig, what are you doing? And now he's literally doing the opposite. So some receipts is the following. Well, they're going back and forth about the same argument, and this is in 2023, by the way. And Ludwig literally has a point where he says, I think there's a lot of good arguments for not having responsibility. And then the whole thing is basically just saying, I said that this argument is weak, and what they're talking about is the only person responsible for someone's action is the someone that did the action. And Ludwig, as you can tell within these tweets, disagree. So which one is it, Ludwig? Are you responsible for the actions or are you not? And what makes it even worse is that Ludwig's father struggled with alcohol. Now, I'm not going to try to sit here and be like, oh, well, guys, I can't believe Ludwig's father does that. That's not the reason why I'm bringing this up. I'm bringing this up because you had a friend who you knew was an alcoholic. You brought him to drink alcohol. Then you just find out your father struggles with the exact same thing. And that it shows your real character. It shows you don't care about anyone but yourself. Because if you cared about other people, you know what you wouldn't do? You wouldn't bring a known alcoholic to a party of alcohol when you know the consequences of alcohol. Okay? You can't try to act like you didn't know what you were doing, that you didn't know how this happened. You can't claim any of that, because you obviously do know why it happened. But, I don't know, it's just so annoying, because Ludwig will hang anybody else by nails and say, oh, you should take accountability for your actions, you're acting like you don't know what's happening, you need to stop playing victim. But now that it's his turn to take accountability for the actions that he let happen, and that he put this guy in the scenario where he could let that happen, now all of a sudden he's quiet, he's trying to, and the funny thing is that he's He's just not there. Oh, I don't know. It's like, all you would have to say is, yeah, I shouldn't have brought this guy to the party. And yeah, it's a major mess up of mine. That's all you would have to say, but he doesn't do it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for showing how spineless you really are, Ludwig.